1,000 Old Sisters, Supersized. Recipe for Disaster in October 2024 delivers everything fans of the show have come to love: drama, humor, deep emotional struggles, and the undeniable bond between the Slayton sisters, Tammy and Amy. This special episode, which is aptly titled Recipe for Disaster, puts the spotlight on a family cooking challenge that quickly turns into a boiling pot of emotions, highlighting the ongoing weight loss battles, family dynamics, and the personal demons the sisters must face. In this high-stakes episode, the Slayton family comes together for what is supposed to be a fun and light-hearted cooking competition. But as with anything involving Tammy and Amy, things quickly spiral out of control, becoming a tense showdown that threatens to push both sisters to their emotional limits. The kitchen, long seen as a place of both comfort and destruction for the Slaytons, becomes the setting for a showdown where both old wounds and new revelations come to the surface. The setup: a family cooking challenge. As the episode begins, the Slayton family gathers for what seems like a harmless event, a friendly cooking competition. Tammy and Amy are joined by their siblings, Amanda, Chris, and Misty, as well as other family members who have become part of the extended 1,000 Old Sisters universe. The challenge is to create a healthy yet delicious meal that reflects the family's southern roots while staying within the dietary restrictions both Tammy and Amy must follow on their weight loss journeys. The idea is to bring the family together and have some fun while maintaining accountability for their health goals. However, for two women who have spent much of their lives battling food addiction, the kitchen is far from a neutral zone. It's a place that represents both comfort and danger, where the smells and sights of indulgent meals can easily trigger cravings and emotional turmoil. Tammy, who has made significant strides in her weight loss journey, is still far from out of the woods. After years of struggling with morbid obesity, hospitalizations, and even near-death experiences, Tammy's progress has been nothing short of miraculous. But with every step forward, there's always the lurking fear of slipping back into old habits. Tammy knows the stakes are high, and the challenge of navigating a kitchen filled with temptation puts her in a vulnerable position. Amy, on the other hand, has had her ups and downs as well. After undergoing gastric bypass surgery and losing a significant amount of weight, she now faces the challenge of balancing motherhood, her health, and her responsibilities. Amy's progress has been complicated by her role as a mother to two young sons, Gage and Glenn. Her plate is full, literally and figuratively, and she's determined to continue her journey toward better health, even as the stress of everyday life mounts. The challenge begins. Cooking with a twist. As the family gathers in the kitchen, it quickly becomes clear that the competition is more than just a cooking challenge. It's a test of their emotional resilience. Each sibling is tasked with preparing a dish, but the twist is that it must be a healthier version of a traditional family favorite. For the Slaytons, whose upbringing involved hearty, calorie-laden Southern comfort food, this is no easy task. Chris, always the joker, takes on the role of master of ceremonies, keeping things light as he cracks jokes and pokes fun at his sisters. But beneath the surface, even Chris knows that the competition is a ticking time bomb. He has seen firsthand the struggles Tammy and Amy have faced, and while he wants to support them, he also knows that the pressure of the kitchen could send them into an emotional spiral. As the competition progresses, the sisters begin to feel the heat, literally and figuratively. Amy is determined to stick to her healthy eating plan, but the familiar smells of fried chicken, buttery biscuits, and rich gravies start to test her resolve. She's trying her best to create a dish that honors her weight loss journey while still satisfying her family's taste buds. But the stress of the competition begins to take its toll. Tammy, meanwhile, is visibly uncomfortable. The kitchen, once a place of comfort and indulgence, now feels like a battleground. Every ingredient, every taste test feels like a potential trigger, and Tammy's anxiety begins to rise. The pressure to succeed, to not let her family or herself down, becomes overwhelming. As she stirs a pot of low-calorie soup, her hands tremble, and it's clear that this cooking competition is about much more than just food. It's a test of her ability to control the cravings that have plagued her. Emotions boil over. As the competition heats up, so do the emotions. What was supposed to be a fun family event quickly turns into a tense emotional standoff. Tammy, already on edge, reaches her breaking point when a disagreement over the ingredients in her dish sparks an argument with Amanda. Amanda, ever the strong-willed sibling, tries to offer constructive criticism, but Tammy takes it as an attack, feeling as though her efforts are being undermined. "I'm trying," Tammy shouts, her frustration bubbling over. "I'm doing everything I can, and it's never enough." Amy, who has been trying to keep her own emotions in check, steps in to calm the situation, but Tammy's anger turns toward her. "You don't get it, Amy. You've already lost the weight, you've got your life together. I'm still stuck in this nightmare." The tension between the sisters is palpable, and it's a heartbreaking reminder of the deep-rooted struggles both women face. Amy, feeling the weight of Tammy's words, begins to cry. She's worked so hard to improve her own life, but the guilt of seeing her sister continue to struggle is overwhelming. "I just want you to be happy, Tammy," Amy says through tears. "I want us both to be happy." The resolution, a recipe for hope. In the midst of the emotional storm, Chris steps in, offering words of encouragement and reminding his sisters of how far they've come. "Look, we've all got our demons," Chris says, "but we're family, and we're in this together. No one expects you to be perfect, Tammy. We just want you to keep fighting." His words resonate with Tammy, who slowly begins to calm down. The weight of the argument lifts as the family rallies around her, offering support rather than judgment. It's a poignant moment that highlights the Slayton family's ability to come together even in the most difficult of times. As the competition draws to a close, it's clear that the real victory isn't in who cooked the best dish, but in the progress each family member has made, both individually and together. The kitchen, once a place of fear and temptation, becomes a space for healing and growth. Tammy, though emotionally drained, finishes her dish and sits down with her family to enjoy the meal. For the first time in the episode, there's laughter as Chris jokes about his disastrous attempt at making a low-calorie dessert. Even Tammy manages a smile, the tension of the day slowly melting away. A new chapter, moving forward together. By the end of Recipe for Disaster, it's clear that the Slayton sisters are still on a long and challenging journey, but they're not walking it alone. The episode serves as a reminder that while weight loss is a physical battle, the emotional toll it takes can be just as overwhelming. Tammy and Amy's struggles with food addiction, body image, and self-worth are ongoing, but the support of their family and their resilience continues to push them forward. As the episode closes, the family sits down together to reflect on the day. Tammy, in a rare moment of vulnerability, acknowledges that she's still scared of failure, but she's also proud of the progress she's made. Amy, too, opens up about the challenges of balancing motherhood and her health, but she's determined to keep moving forward. For fans of 1,000 Old Sisters, this episode is a testament to the strength and perseverance of the Slayton family. Recipe for Disaster may have started as a light-hearted cooking competition, but it evolved into a powerful exploration of the emotional and psychological battles the sisters continue to face. In the end, it's not about who wins or loses the competition. It's about the small victories, the moments of growth, and the unwavering bond between Tammy and Amy. As the credits roll, viewers are left with a sense of hope, knowing that while the road ahead is long, the Slayton sisters are equipped with the tools and the love to keep fighting. And in the world of 1,000 Old Sisters, that's the real recipe for success.